Let's break down the watches of Tom Hanks one by one. If there is one watch that defines Tom Hanks, it's the Omega Speedmaster Professional. This isn't just a luxury chronograph, this is the Moonwatch, the same model NASA officially flight qualified for all manned space missions. In Apollo 13, Hanks portrayed astronaut Jim Lovell, and on his wrist sat the Speedmaster Professional, not as a styling choice but as a historically accurate instrument. The 42mm stainless steel case is built with pure functionality in mind. The black dial is clean and legible, featuring 3 sub-dials for chronograph timing and a tachymeter bezel for measuring speed. The Hesalite crystal gives a warm vintage distortion that collectors love, while the manually wound caliber 1861 movement inside connects the wearer directly to the mechanics of time. During the real Apollo 13 mission, astronauts used their Speedmasters to time a critical 14-second engine burn that corrected their trajectory and saved their lives. That fact alone elevates this watch into legendary territory. After playing Lovell, Hanks developed a genuine appreciation for space history and NASA's legacy, and the Speedmaster became permanently associated with him. Priced between $2,000 and $8,000 depending on configuration, it's accessible compared to many celebrity watches, yet it carries more historical weight than pieces costing 10 times more. This isn't about luxury, it's about survival, engineering, and human achievement. But from space-grade precision, Hanks shifts into something completely unexpected, something emotional and nostalgic. In a world of luxury timepieces, Tom Hanks chose a Mickey Mouse watch, and that decision says everything. In Angels and Demons, Tom Hanks plays Robert Langdon, a Harvard symbologist caught in a high-stakes Vatican conspiracy, and instead of wearing a Swiss tourbillon or a 6-figure sports watch, he wears a simple Mickey Mouse watch. Yes, a playful vintage-style piece featuring Mickey Mouse on the dial, with Mickey's arm serving as the hour and minute hands. The watch resembles classic Bradley models, a modest case size, simple quartz movement, a black leather strap, and a clean white dial. Within the film, the watch is described as a gift from Langdon's parents when he was 10 years old. That single detail transforms it from a novelty into something deeply personal. Mickey Mouse watches date back to the 1930s, originally produced by Ingersoll and later by Timex, becoming one of the most recognizable character watches ever made. Millions were sold. Generations grew up wearing them. By placing this watch on Langdon's wrist, the filmmakers added emotional depth to the character. It tells us he values memory over money, and that aligns perfectly with Hanks's on-screen identity. He doesn't need his characters dripping in luxury. He makes relatability powerful. The Mickey Mouse watch may cost a fraction of a luxury chronograph, but in storytelling value, it's priceless. But right after this unique masterpiece, Tom grabs his hands into serious mechanical territory again, which is none other than a Rolex. Tom Hanks's Rolex Explorer proves that quiet confidence always outshines loud luxury. If there's a Rolex that mirrors Tom Hanks's personality, it's the Explorer. The Explorer 1, associated with Hanks, features a 39mm oyster steel case, smooth polished bezel, sapphire crystal, and solid link oyster bracelet. The dial is pure minimalism, a matte black background with luminous hour markers, and the iconic 369 Arabic numerals that define the model. Inside beats Rolex's automatic caliber 3132, COSC certified for precision and equipped with a parachrome hairspring for enhanced shock resistance and stability. The Explorer's history traces back to the 1953 Mount Everest expedition, created to celebrate human endurance and exploration. The DNA is still present today. It's water resistant to 100 meters, durable enough for real-world use, and versatile enough to pair with a suit or casual wear. Prices typically range between $7,000 and $9,000 on the secondary market, making it one of Rolex's more accessible professional models. But what makes the Explorer powerful isn't its price, it's its restraint. It doesn't demand attention, it earns respect quietly, and that quiet confidence fits Hanks perfectly. He doesn't chase hype, he builds a legacy. And before we jump into the next powerhouse in Tom Hanks's collection, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. But while the Explorer is disciplined and restrained, the next Rolex watch adds a touch of personality and class to Tom's list. The Rolex Milgauss on Tom's wrist proves that science and style can live on the same wrist. Originally introduced in 1956, this Rolex was built specifically for scientists, engineers and technicians. The version associated with Hanks features a 40mm oyster steel case with a smooth polished bezel and a solid oyster bracelet. But what truly defines the Milgauss visually is that lightning bolt orange second hand. It's playful, slightly rebellious and instantly recognizable from across the room. Then there's the green tinted sapphire crystal, known as the GV Glas Verte. Rolex developed this crystal in-house and it took years to perfect. It's not a coating, the green hue is embedded within the glass itself, meaning it will never fade. That small detail alone shows Rolex's obsession with durability and permanence. Inside beats the automatic caliber 3131. COSC certified for chronometer accuracy and built with paramagnetic components to enhance resistance even further. The blue parachrome hairspring increases shock resistance and temperature stability. Water resistance sits at 100 meters, making it more than capable for daily wear. With a market price starting from $9,000, this masterpiece sits perfectly in Tom's closet. It blends serious engineering with subtle personality, a balance that feels very Tom Hanks. Intelligent without arrogance, warm without trying too hard, the Milgauss doesn't overpower a wrist, it rewards those who notice the details. And from scientific innovation and magnetic resistance, Tom returns again to space, but this time with emotion built directly into the design. The Omega Speedmaster Silver Snoopy Award Edition is where space history and engineering excellence collide. This special edition was created to honor Omega, receiving NASA's prestigious Silver Snoopy Award in 1970, an award given to the brand after the Speedmaster played a crucial role in the safe return of the Apollo 13 crew. That's the same mission Tom Hanks immortalized on screen as Jim Lovell. So this watch isn't random, it's directly tied to the legacy he helped bring to life. The modern Silver Snoopy edition carries a 42mm stainless steel case, staying true to classic Moonwatch proportions. The blue ceramic tachymeter bezel contrasts sharply against the crisp white dial, creating a bold but clean aesthetic. Inside, the running second sub-dial at 9 o'clock sits Snoopy in a spacesuit, detailed and playful, but never cheap looking. It's subtle enough for collectors, but instantly recognizable to those who know the story. You still manually wind it, keeping that direct connection to the movement. Water resistance remains at 50 meters, staying faithful to its tool watch heritage. With a market price of $38,000, it's worth the price. Collectors chase it not just because it's limited, but also because it carries authentic history. For Tom Hanks, whose portrayal of Jim Lovell cemented Apollo 13 in cinematic memory, the Silver Snoopy Award Speedmaster feels deeply symbolic. And right after that, the next watch that made our final cut in the list, and it's none other than a Rolex. If the Rolex Explorer is quite confident, then the Sea Dweller 4000 is pure deep sea authority. This is not a casual sports watch, this is professional dive equipment disguised as luxury steel. The Sea Dweller carries a 40mm oyster steel case that's noticeably thicker than a Submariner because it's engineered to withstand extreme pressure. We're talking 1,220 meters or 4,000 feet of water resistance. One of its most serious features is the helium escape valve on the case side, allowing trapped gas to safely exit during decompression without blowing the crystal off. The dial stays clean and legible with chromolite luminous markers that glow an intense blue in low light, while the unidirectional Cerachrome ceramic bezel resists scratches and fading even after years of saltwater exposure. Inside beats the automatic caliber 3135, a COSC certified workhorse movement known across the Rolex lineup for its reliability and precision. There's no Cyclops magnifier over the date on this reference, which collectors appreciate for maintaining dial symmetry and tool watch purity. With a market price starting from $7,000, the Sea Dweller doesn't look flashy, it looks capable. It looks like it could survive anything, and that's the appeal. It's not about showing off, it's about wearing something built to handle depths most people will never see. Just like many of Hanks's roles, this watch operates under pressure and delivers when it matters most. And that's it! From the Moonwatch to the Mickey Mouse dial to the quiet confidence of Rolex steel and the scientific edge of the Milgauss, Tom Hanks's watch collection isn't built on hype, it's built on meaning. Exactly what you'd expect from one of the most respected actors of all time. And if you think this was impressive, then our next video is another Hollywood legend, Tom Cruise. See you there.